Hey, yeah, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it.
Coach, the usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
We got this. Let's go. I'm going to come back to you.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 53, Mike. Watch the screen.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
To throw is Bridgewater. Jones has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Murray. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready up. Blue draw Corker.
Here we go, here we go.
Leo.
Check. No.
Look at me. Door.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Check. Lucky. Lee Griffin.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. 22 jet bomber.
Shit. Hatchet.
Fire.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now.
On 2nd and 9, Sherman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
Missed.
This will not go down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Let's go. Time to end it. Check 56. Yeah. You don't want none.
First down, Bridgewater. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. on first down. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me,
looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
Set, ready, go to base. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 56. Mike 56.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This is Murray. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lutz missed it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He hits his target, left side, Watson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Get your swarm on. Switch. Hey, watch your ass, watch your ass. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the safety.
Protein spill. 2.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Shermer. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, check.
They're going to look to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Look at it.
Watch the whip.
Out to his left. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check four.
Go out. Yo, go. Go.
On 2nd down, Williams. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down at the
15 line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
56. Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot. 5.
After the sack on first down, Shermer, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go. Watch the end. Check three, check three, check three. Over.
Here's Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Bridgewater. The open man is Smith. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Murray, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's now
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded inside the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2.
Let's go. Let's do this. Here we go. Here we
The
go.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Get a track, get a track.
Shift, shift.
Slam, slam. Check your hot read.
Go.
Motion, motion.
Go. Jackrabbit. Hit it.
They run it again with Williams. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Tight dog, tight dog. Hey, Sam off. Buzz, buzz. Let's go.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
56.
81, 2.
He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Kill, kill, kill. Go get him, go get him. Get him all. West. 2's coming, 22's coming. Mike.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. This will be fielded at the 6. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Murray. And the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater. And he finds Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Check safety, check.
To throw, Bridgewater. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
53, Mike. Let's go, defense. Man up,
Throwing, Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Big ass. He's checking.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Check.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Yep. Hey, Echo.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Deep river.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Go.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47.
Down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check 26. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
They'll run it with Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On the ready.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Undercrunch.
Williams will try again. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
56. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Check. Back. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Leo. Go.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints take over.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, New Orleans.
First down, Bridgewater. Caught by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Here's Bridgewater. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope when they had to slog their way down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here we go, set. 10-2 stop.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Under 10, under 10, 10, 61, matchbox lights.
Check hot route, hot, hot.
Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Topper, topper. Hey, exit. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go! Hey, Haywood!
A give to Williams, running right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Let's see what you got. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Again, it's Williams. And an alley to Rob, dashing through the snow. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's caught. Jones. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
To throw is Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 21. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you, but that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Let's go now. 66
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chiefs, They continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no